Hi y'all, this is Leslie. Just wanted to show you how quickly and easily it is to put on your Color Street nails. So right now what I have here is I've got Sakura Festival, which I'm going to put on today, and I'm going to do an accent with mainly mums. You've seen that I've written on top of these what they are just for clarity, but actually on whenever you receive yours, the actual name will be on the back here. Anyway, so let's get started. First of all, unpackage your stuff here. Pretty simple. Pull it open. And inside the pack, you're going to have your 2 sets of nail strips, a file, and an alcohol prep pad. The first thing you want to do is prep your nails with the alcohol prep pad. That removes all the oils from the top of your nail so that the stick will stick. The sticker will stick. Anyway, and you know, I usually get 2 applications out of these sets. Since there's 2 in here, I'll use one set for one round and the other set later on. And you can always just use regular rubbing alcohol on a cotton pad or any lint-free cloth. So let's get started. I'm just going to rub the nails here. Get the oils off of them. And put that off to the side. I'm going to open up my strips. There's a tear thing on here somewhere. Okay. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to just use scissors. All right. So we're going to pull out our strips. See, here's your 2. I'm going to put one off to the side here since I'm not going to use it. And the thing you want to do is you want to try to line up, start at your pinky and try to line up which size fits best on your nail. Like for me, I know this real skinny one does not fit my pinky. It is way too small. So we save that for whatever. Here I'm getting the strip off. You want to remove the clear top off of it. That's the protector. And then you want to remove the nail strip from the backing. And then you want to tear off the little tab there at the end. Stick that over there somewhere, out of the way. All right, now I usually put this on the end of my fingertip and then kind of line it up on my nail. And here we go. Oh. All right, now press it down in the middle and try to stretch it towards the sides. If I need to, I lift it back up and reposition it if I get it crooked, like I did here. And there you go. All right, now we're gonna just smooth it down. Okay, now and again stretching it over a little bit onto the sides. Oops, sorry, got out of the picture here. Okay, so and now I'm going to use my thumbnail to go behind the tip of my nail and kind of cut off the excess with my fingernail. They're pretty thin, so they will break off pretty easily, like you see there. Now we're going to do the other side. Same thing. Sorry, I'm off picture. Here we go. And all right. And if you get it onto your skin or your cuticle, you can always come back later and just use your nail to score it and get it off. All right, so yep, going back behind the nail again to cut the excess off with my thumb. And there I am cutting the excess off with that was on the side. Okay, so smooth it all down. You can also go over this with like one of those rubber cuticle pushers, help smooth it. Anyway, cutting off the excess with my nail. All right, smoothing that one down a little bit more. Cleaning up the edges. And smoothing it down a little bit more. Okay, there you go. Got my pinkies done. Now let's move on to the ring fingers. All right. So this one is kind of round in the middle, and my ring finger is more rectangular. So I think I'm going to go with this next one because it's a little straighter and not rounder in the middle. Peel the top off, peel the strip off. And tear off the tab and going on at it. We'll do the same here like we did on the pinky. Might need to pull it over a little bit here. And kind of, you can always lift them back up if you don't like the placement and replace them or reset them like I did there. All right, get that bad boy on there. Let's move it down and cut it off with my thumb, the excess. You know what, guys? I don't think I'm going to do the mainly Mom's accent nail. These are pretty different, each strip, that each one is kind of its own accent, so I don't really need an accent nail with this, so I'm just going to stick with just this one set. Alright, smoothing that down there. See, I kind of got over a little bit on this side, so I'm going to trim it off with my nail and smooth it all real good, and go back with my thumbnail and trim it off. Alright, peel that bad boy off, and let me show you what I got so far. Alright, ring fingers and pinkies done. Woo. Alright, now I'm going to do my middle finger with this one that was kind of more round, since my middle finger is more rounded. And tear off the little strip. And line them up and stick her on. Do, 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 do. There you go. Get that on there. All right. And there we go. And I think I'll get my little tool here. Okay. I don't need that. Alright, here we go. We're going to cut it off. Alright. Smooth it down a little bit. We'll clean it up later. And get the other side on. I need to reposition that a little bit on my fingers. Can't seem to get the right angle. Uh-oh. Okay. Stretching it over. And you know, if you don't get these exact, it'll be okay. It'll still look, you know, really good. Alright, so kind of push things down there. Smooth her rolling out. And trim with my thumb. Gets a little tricky when you get down to the last thumb, but I'll show you what I did there when I get there, or what I do there when I get there. Okay, turn that guy off, peel that. Alright, and show you what I got here in just a sec. Let me get this thing off of me. Go away. Okay. Smooth in a little bit. Clean up a little bit more. Do the same over here. Sometimes if you overshoot your cuticle and the strip is laying on top of it, you can use your cuticle pusher. Alright, here's my, up to my middle fingers. Anyway, you can use the cuticle pusher to push down the nail strip underneath your nail, or underneath your cuticle as much as you can. Anyway, okay, we're going to go with this dotty one again. That'll be a good variation there. And remove the strip. Tear off the tab. And line her up. And smooth it out. If you get a little crease when you're smoothing it out, just lift it up and pull it out. Okay, yeah, see here I'm using my rubber cuticle pusher to kind of push it down in and smooth it out. You don't have to use those, but I like it anyway. So tearing it off with, or scoring it with my fingernail here by just running my thumbnail underneath my index fingernail, just going, stabbing straight down on the back side of my index fingernail, and that breaks it off, and then we can use it on the other side. Uh-oh, got a little hang there from the tab, pull tab. Alright. Got that bad boy on there. And adjust it, I'm lifting a little bit so I can reposition. Okay, and not quite. Alright, I think I got it there. Alright, so smushing it all down, smoothing it out. Okay, and I'll go back and use my thumbnail here. This nail is really short, so it's kind of hard to get my fingernail there. Anyway, get that all down, trimmed off. It kind of went over the side here, so I'm going to cut that with my thumbnail as well, and then peel it off. And stick it over here. Alright, smoothing it down. And I think I'll go ahead and smooth it with this guy here. Alright, and so they recommend you put these on at night. That way they can cure while you're sleeping, and you're less likely to be using your hands when you're sleeping, unless you're a wild sleeper. Anyway, so yeah, I'm doing these in the morning. I sit at a computer all day and just, click a mouse and type on a keyboard, so I think I'll be okay. I've done them in the morning before and had no problems. All right, here we go. We got our 4 index fingers. Yay! And okay, time for the thumb. Okay, we're going to save that one for something else. And I like the wider one because my thumbnails are kind of square at the cuticle base. So, and that one's square on the end. Anyway, so I'm going to peel this off, take the tab off. And stick it over here. And let's see here. Okay, we're gonna get this guy on here and line her up, stick her down, and smooth her out. And use my thumb to go behind my other thumbnail to cut the excess. And all right. Just so you know, you can file your nails with these strips on. I suggest you do it kind of at a the nail with the nail file at an angle towards the back side of your nail, because if you do it towards the front side of your nail, you're going to end up snagging the strip. But if you do it from the back side and kind of roll it over the edge of the tip of your nail, you can shape them just fine. And get this one on here. Okay, this is where it gets a little tricky because I got a strip on my other thumbnail, and so if I use it to go back behind this one, it kind of lifts it up a little bit, but you can always smooth it back down. Anyway, so I'm going to try to use just my skin to kind of push it down here. And this nail's a little bit longer, so maybe I can get it under there a little bit easier. Yep, that's working. Trim it off. And smooth that back down there. And peel off the excess. There we go. That over there. And take this rubber thing here and try to kind of smush it down a little bit more. Okay. Smoothing it out. Smoothing that out. Throw that off to the side. And do a little bit more cleanup. Alright, so now I'm just going to come back and just kind of smooth my tips down. So the tip tops down everywhere. And there you go. And if you don't have a rubber cuticle pusher, you can just use your finger. Avoid using any kind of oils on your cuticles for at least 24 hours after you put these on. Let them get good and cured before you start doing any of that business. Anyway, here they are. All done.